Hey, good people. Let me make sure I am live, and I'm live using StreamYard. So if you want to leave a comment, make sure you grant StreamYard access to um, be able to leave a comment, because if not, it won't allow you to. I won't be able to see it. So today we are talking about cell phone private or null, just like that. Cell phone private or null. So let me tell you guys how I came up with this conversation. I was talking to someone earlier, and they told me that their spouse has a tracker on their phone so that they will know where they are at all times, just in case something happens. Now, my question, then I went to another platform and had about 20 or 30 people on there, and we were talking about social media and cell phone privileges. And so what I wanted to know is, how do people feel about your significant other? And I'm not going to use the word your husband or your wife, simply because people define relationships different. Some people don't necessarily want to be married. Some people don't necessarily, feel that for them to be married, that's when all these rules come into place. They want to do this while they're dating. So how do you feel about your significant other having access to your cell phones, right? Meaning that he or she can pick up your cell phone and enter your password and see what's in it. Check your social media. They can look at your text messages, look at your photos, possibly check your emails, all from your cell phone, especially if you have a smartphone, right? And are you okay with them doing that? Because some people will say, well, if I tell them that they can't do it, then it makes them believe that I have something to hide. And then that starts to play on the trust factor, right? And then the other part of it, people say, well, I feel as though they should trust me enough that I'm not doing anything, and therefore they don't need to have that type of access to me, right? And so for me, it's like, okay, well, you want me to trust you, but then you don't want me to have access to these things. So am I to trust you? There's a user on here that just put a wave. I don't know who you are. You have to allow StreamYard to access, so I can see who you are, so I can say hello to you back. But hello, Facebook user. So yeah, you have to, it has to be one of those things where, if you telling me that I should trust you, but yet you're not allowing me to see your text messages or get into your social media, then it's like, okay, well, can I trust you? Right? And some solutions to that, right? Here's some solutions to that I see, right? So I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So please come in, leave a comment. And while I'm waiting, let's just go ahead and do a shout out to Biz Marquis' family. You guys know that he did pass away today. And so rest in peace, Biz Marquis. He was very pivotal in the community of rap and music and all that good stuff. And he was one of the founders of, this rap game. And, he'll very well be missed. So rest in heaven, or rest in love. What I will offer as a solution, and like I was telling the other people, this is what I would offer as a solution. Have it open. Have your phone open, right? Because this is the deal. First of all, you don't really control what someone sends you. So let's say that somebody sent you a picture that was inappropriate, right? You can't really stop someone from sending you something if they have your phone number. Okay. You have to look at it and say, is that person worth the rift in your relationship? Right? Because if you are saying, no, 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 you can't have the passwords or accessibility to my phone or to my social media, it's causing a rift in your relationship, because now that person is thinking, well, I can't trust you because you don't want me to have access to these things. And it's causing a rift in your relationship. So whatever you're trying to protect, you have to ask yourself, is it worth the rift. Is that situation worth me possibly losing trust and losing steam and losing progress in this relationship over here? And if you can honestly tell yourself that it's not worth it, then you need to say, hey, forget about that person over there. Let me make sure that this over here is good. And let me make sure that I get this person to the point where they trust me, right? So there's no misunderstanding. And if it means just appeasing them this much, because remember, it's a two-way street. You know, you see my stuff, I see your stuff. Okay. It's a two-way street. Then maybe y'all can move past that. So if anything else should ever come up, he or she may not even want to see it because they trust you already. They don't. And the thing about it is that once you show it to them once, they're not going to really ask you for it again. I'm not saying ever, but it's not something they're going to do on a constant basis, because they know that you probably, don't keep anything on there anyway because you're asking for those things. You know what I mean? And so just if it's worth saving and it's worth fighting for and it's worth trying to keep some of the bull crap down, then just do what we got to do. Especially if you just genuinely love this person and you want to be with this person, then it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth doing the things that you need to do. That's the way I see it, because there's so many other things in the world to fight about, but fighting about passwords, why? I know people that will give someone access to their bank cards or their bank account information before they give up their passwords, and that is so crazy to me. So I'm like, so you're willing to allow them? You're okay with them taking all your money out the bank, but you're not willing to see who you talk. You don't want them to see who you chit chat with on the down low or through your DMs. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That means that you might need to get some priorities in order, right? But if you really want it to work, then just get rid of all the craziness. Just go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. Okay? Just do what you're supposed to do. If you got to talk to a friend or something, talk to them on the phone. Tell them don't be sending you no doggone crazy photos. Don't be sending you nothing in your DMs. Don't be doggone, doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your friend. If they're just your friend, just let them know, hey, respect my woman, respect my man. You can't be sending me these things. Don't be texting me in the middle of the night. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing that. And if they are trying to do those things, then you know what? They're coming for your relationship and you don't need them in your life, no way. Because if they're really your friend and that's all they are that you say they are, then they'll respect the boundaries that you put on the relationship. So you need to have a discussion with them. And so if they're coming for you, then they are not your friend, and it's not worth saving or protecting from your significant other. So give up the passwords if that's what he or she asks for. All right? Because remember, we're trying to get to the love, y'all. Because once we get to the relationships and the love, we can get to the love making and all that, and the happiness and the forever and all that good stuff that comes along with it. All right? I just thought I'd come in and share that with y'all today because I was having that discussion several times today, and I just wanted to come here today and have it with you all. And so you guys know where to reach me. If you are not, I'm streaming in different on different platforms. If you guys are not in my Remembering Dating One-on-One Facebook page, make sure you go over there and join it. But if you are interested to come on with me on Women Wednesdays and talk about some of the things that you're encountering in this dating world, and would love for me to be able to dialogue with you and maybe offer you some encouragement as well as some suggestions and maybe some way aheads and just some things that may help you so that when you go out on the next date or you still out here in this dating world, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable, then by all means, let me know. Send me an email. You can DM me through Facebook. In the group, you can send me a message or whatever. Just let me know you want to be a part of the show. It's about a 30 to anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour conversation. And yeah, I would love to have you. Just let me know and I'll put you on the calendar and then we will go from there. So again, we will have this every Wednesday. So if by chance you say I want to be a part of it, but I have someone already slotted for this Wednesday, then you'll be on the next Wednesday. Okay. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I will talk to you guys in the next live. Bye for now.